by 7. I have your messages for today. That lunar eclipse comes in today. Karma, DNA karma, still in the energy. Reflection, power, dragonflies emerging from larvae from the waters to flying. Because dragonflies are born in water. New beginning. The new beginning. I'm just shuffling up some cards just to see when y'all come in. This is a 21 plus reading. Raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the message is going to be before the messages come out. So please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist. As well as, before you go, make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit that bell notification along with the thumbs up. I'm going to come right back. I have to get some fire so I can light the sage as well. I have to light the sage. We'll light that. And get some smoke. Like I always tell you, my spirits love smoke. Hello. Welcome to the channel. I'm Miss Shine Light 7, Tina for short. I'm gonna get some sage going. This is the red, this is the blood, dragon's blood sage. Hello. They're trying to burn my table. Oh, they're trying to burn up the. Okay, they're trying to burn up the place. You hear me? They trying to burn up the place. Shoot. Can't have that. Can't have that. Out of this full moon eclipse tomorrow will definitely be that full moon in Taurus coming in on Friday. Full moon in Taurus. Thursday will be the lunar eclipse. So we definitely coming in under it. So I wanted to get a message out. So you guys will have your messages for this eclipse coming in. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna get started in just a few minutes. I'm pretty set shuffled here. Harnessing the power of lunar energy. So we harvesting that power, harnessing the power from the lunar energy. Okay, we harvesting that. Just like our ancestors, you know, relied on the heavens to inform and predict many areas of life, we too can incorporate the power energy of the universe into our lives. Learning how to harness the power and manifesting your goals and finding emotional balance and maintaining physical health in the moon of the lunar moon. Okay, because this is eclipse moon. I just gotta find where's I need to be in the energy. hmm Eclipses are astronomical events that occur when our celestial body moves into the shadow of another and is particularly and totally shaded. Revering the power of the sun and the moon and their influences in our life, humans have always been captivated by the mysteries of eclipses. Lacking a cosmic perspective and an understanding of the larger pattern of dynamic working in the solar system, early humans created numerous stories to explain the temporary darkness of the sun and the moon. Rooted in the ancient Greek word of failure and abandonment, we can sense of the fear and uncertainty early humans often associated with eclipse. It is therefore no wonder people created narratives to make sure of the significance of their unusual, seeming threatening, and then unpredictable celestial events. Although for some, many sensitive and advanced souls, eclipses have always opened doors of multi-dimensional and intergalactic communication and messages. Okay, that's what they're talking about. Over time and through close observation of shadow casting during eclipses, ancient astronomers e- eventually figured out that the Earth was round and that eclipses were merely shadow casted by other celestial bodies. Um, and even though we've come to understand Earth's place and action in large cosmos and how and now celebrate these celestial events with road trips and viewing parties, we continue to closely study eclipses in order to expand our knowledge of the relationship and the natural and spiritual world. Planetary transitions and celestial alignment have always been thought to be highly charged and tremendous prophetic power, predictive value. Both lunar and solar eclipses were viewed as a way for other worldly deities to convey critical messages and humanity during critical um, ever, ever evolving myths. Um, Typically, eclipse energy was active and honored for a 5 day period. 2 days before, after the day of the eclipse. 2 days before and after of the eclipse. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. All right, you guys, eyes up ready. My sage is still over here smoking, doing his thing, and we're ready. I'm ready. And this is moon magic. This is things out of the eclipse I was talking about here. Okay? Under this energy here, I'm not even pulled in the view. Oh, now I am. I'm just pulled in the view now. Ooh. And I'll put y'all down in just a second, okay? Um, This is a time, this time was considerably favored for gaining insight related to advancing humanity's spiritual development and was meant for emphasizing an important of tuning in rather than engaging in mundane activities. Okay. For our perspective on Earth, we experience two types of eclipse of the sun and the eclipse of the moon. These occur when the sun, Earth, and the moon range themselves into a line or near straight line. When the new moon shades, when the new moon's shadows crosses Earth's surface, and we experience a solar eclipse, whereas with a full moon moves into a shadow of Earth and a lunar eclipse occurs. Within a spectrum of solar and lunar eclipse, there are annular and pennular, uh, pen numeral eclipse. A lunar eclipse is basically a shadow of the moon by Earth and significantly less dramatic than a solar um, annular eclipse. Okay, that's what they're talking about. All eclipses are superior times for doing meditation and transformations, like quitting smoking, drinking, and other addictions. But don't wait a long time for eclipse to do it. That's just a procrastinating. Just don't wait till an eclipse to have to, decide to stop smoking, because, your health is involved, okay? That's what they're talking about in the energy, okay? And you can also do these meditations under a waning or dark moon, these eclipses, as a time of change and an opportunity to eliminate chaos from your life. Okay, that's what they're talking about. A total is a blood red moon. Nowadays, we understand that because of the way the Earth's atmosphere scattered light through dust particles, a total eclipse of the moon often appears copperly and crimson. Okay, it comes in a reddish type of color. Okay, people always count on the reliability of the sun and the moon because we are also created by the same energy that the sun and the moon was created in energy. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. And you know, eclipses also is about the ring of fire, particularly visual interest takes a particular solar eclipses. That's in solar eclipses. We're in a lunar eclipse right now. All right, so yeah. And then also your routines, morning moon magics, being grateful and cleansing rituals, shower meditations and hand washing meditations, bathing meditations as well, aquatic moon cleansings and vision boards should be, under these moons like this, okay? Do some things nice for somebody else. Do a daily moon phase check-in, and then we go into business groups and viewing for jobs and promotions and holidays and vacations, as well as moving, relocating in our life, shopping and different things like that, accelerating hair growth under like waning, waxing, phasings, things like that, surgery, to uh a start of a new relationship, fishing, nails and trimming hooves, okay, um accompanying animals and livestock, entertaining and hosting parties, also in marriages. It's you those are prosperous types of things. There's times to do things, okay. Um, surgery to remove color on your hair, ending relationships and breaking a habit or addiction such as smoking or drinking. Okay, that's the talk. What they talk about? Involving your kids as well. Involving advanced magic as well. On the different moons and signs, women in moon signs, men in moon signs. Um, excuse me, y'all. All right, so let's get started. All right, let's see the aspect. So below Mualisa, because of the moon, the cosmic power that we're under, the energy today of the lunar eclipse, old and May, might be in this energy, best and been the very. I'm wait till something pop. All right, so that's what they want to talk about. May fast. It could be something that you jumped in very quickly with the May and fast here. So something that you jumped in kind of quick with. or something like that. Open once. We can open this and shut this portal down once we're done. And somebody's going to walk away and think about some situation that happened between you and them, or somebody has walked away and they're still thinking about what happened between you and them, things that you shouldn't say to break this silence in a conversation. This is the things that you shouldn't say to break the silence in the communication. So some resistance is in its energy as well. Nana Baluku is in its energy with the seasons. This could be this season, the next season, or summer and spring coming in. Okay, we're going into winter, so spring and summer might be another season that it might come under. Okay, and it might even come back around to where we are right now, fall. Okay, so the energy might just keep looming. Who knows where we are? We're in a lunar eclipse right now. We're gonna get the messages. It's fantasy. We don't know if you're in fantasy, reality, or illusions or disillusions. Okay, we don't know if you're under paranoia, or if you're under some type of um you know stagnant trip you might be under. Okay, you might be holding on way, way, way too tight in some instance. I got anger here for masculine, or feminine, feminine with the purple. Embarrassment, anger. So we coming in the energy and sad. Okay, and sad twice, and then curious. Okay, somebody got you really confused in your head about some things in this energy. The masculine, let's see where he is in his energy. Sorry, he's feeling sorry for himself, or he's feeling sorry for the things he's done to you. With the sorry here, we have sorry, he's positive, there's thankful. Okay, he got his hand out there. No, he's thankful things are going well for him. Maybe he's not, maybe that's a put on. Okay, he putting on happy, positive, silly. Yeah, he putting on. Yeah, this is just and got his hand out. So definitely some silliness going on with this masculine at this present time. He's saying he's positive. He looking for positive. So he could get what he want. He can't go around with a sour face. He ain't gonna get what he want. But on top of all of that stuff that he hiding underneath is happy. He's sad. Okay, he's sad about all these things that's going on right now. All right, let's see. Let me see what's going on. Let's see. All right, let's see. We got the masculine. We got manifestation. So far, we got spiritual maturity here. You gotta grow in yourself too. Let's talk about that. You gotta grow. Intimacy, growing. Sometimes people get afraid of intimacy. Okay, y'all might have sex. Okay, but intimacy, that one thing y'all might not have. Okay, because intimacy is closeness, and you say, "Oh yeah, we're close. We lay close together in bed and spoon with each other at night." No, not that type of intimacy. Intimacy is like going deep with a person, being deep with that person, life purpose. Okay, that's what they're talking about. But as we could clearly see, that distorted feminine is right behind him, right behind. We don't see the divine feminine right now. Divine feminine, where you at? Abundance, resolving conflict, self-respect, boundaries, chivalry, compatibility. No, divine feminine, you way at the back. That's where you at. 3 cards, 5 cards to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards to the back. So, you ain't too far from his mind sight though, because if I turn the cards over this way, you'll be 6 cards in. If I turn your cards over this way, with the hurt distorted feminine in the way, you know what I mean? That's why he's so far back. That's why it seems like you're so far away, but you're not that far away from the masculine energy. Okay, you're definitely not that far away. And he has her, and if you could clearly see, oh wait, I don't want to put the glare on it, but if you could see, there's 2 eyes looking right there, and there's 2 eyes looking right there. So she's definitely watching this masculine, you know, in this endeavor. She's definitely watching what he's doing, how he's watching you, how he feels about you. Soon as somebody mention your name, she's flipping out. Let me put y'all down so y'all can see. Hey, Brittany, how are you? Thanks for you come by and hanging out with me. So yeah, y'all, let's see. Let's see. This thing is still freaking burning. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, that thing's still burning. Um, yeah, my sage is still burning. So you might got some lumen energy still running around in here. But ho ho ho. Hold on, y'all. Just a second. My sage want to continue to burn, but I need it to go out, you guys. We got enough smoke. It's so cloudy in here I can barely see y'all. It's so cloudy in here I can barely see y'all. Okay? So I need this to go out. And when y'all lighting sage, make sure y'all have an outlet for it to go out of, and set your intentions when you do it. You know, set your intentions. All right. All right, I'm ready. So things you shouldn't say to break the silence in a communication, right? So right now, you guys might not have any words for each other. Y'all might not be talking to one another, guys. I am. Goodness. All right. Right now, y'all might not be talking to one another. In this energy, I might have, you know, decide to have an open relationship where they do them, you do you, open, you know. But things are still open for discussion right now. You know, y'all could call each other, y'all could talk to each other if you wanted to. You know, things are still open. But there is resistance because of this distorted image in the background, this karmic relationship that's in the background. We're not really pulling on her energy, but you know, just to know she's here is all I need to know. She's here. Okay, as long as I know she's here in the energy, that'll give me the main what they want us to know about these broken promises and all this different stuff that they're talking about. You know, these karmic cycles coming to an end because you know that 1111 portal came in, and that was to clear up debt collection, you know, of karmic cycles because they're over, you know, because they're giving karma out for certain stuff. You might not think karma is coming, but karma has a way of coming, and it may not come the way you think it should come. It's gonna come in a way like this is divine matrix here with this masculine. He might be still in the 3D energy right now. Radical reverence. This is the dust devils, okay? With this manifestation moving out of stagnation. So he wants to move out of stagnation. This is what he manifesting things to move out of. But it looks like with that empty well there, that empty well came in another reading I did just a few days ago. This is the moon maidens. This is a new beginning under the spiritual maturity. He has to mature in order for him to, you know, go to a new beginning. How can you go to a new beginning with old paradigms? You cannot. You have to change because you're only going to take that same cycle back to where you were. This is that empty well of intimacy. This is what I talked about when I said, well, y'all might have sex, but this is an empty well of intimacy because there is nothing but what I just said, sex. Sex is not intimacy. Sex is not love. Sex doesn't say I love you, okay? With no commitment. Even if I'm committed to you, don't mean I love you. I could tell you I love you, but that's a word that's been used around so much that has lost its value. It does mean love, but when you misuse the word love sometimes, be real. Under these life purpose, be real. This doesn't even belong in this energy right now, but I'm going to keep it because they want you to be real under this energy. They want you to be real with yourself, okay? Be real with yourself. You know, sometimes you can't replenish. This is a wall of obstacles here. Wall of obstacles in this purpose here. In this masculine's purpose, in your purpose, whatever purpose where you ever fit in this energy. Okay. Now I don't know if divine feminine is in this energy. Lay of the land, the ancestral wisdom. That's our ancestors talking now. This is repairing the veil. This is forgiving and lessons. Learning some things from the actions that you take so that you don't continue repeating cycles. You have to forgive and surrender. This is trust the universe. They here. I told you the ancestors was here. They're guides. People are here to help you. Talk less and move more in the energy, okay? Talk less and move more. Time for some action in this energy as well. They want you to show your action. You know, passion is not action. Passion is just passion, you know? Without, because you could make it stale. Stale. And this is their action here. Under the wane and gibbous in the energy, okay? They want you to show action in this energy. They want you to show some action under this lunar eclipse. They want you to show action. This masculine says that in this galactic mushroom that he's in, and you know, in the story of Alice in Wonderland, Alice met a caterpillar on top of a mushroom smoking a hookah, right? So with this divine matrix, okay, going around and around and around and around in different cycles, right? Or coming out of a cycle, or in and out of cycles, okay? 6, 20, 24 is 6, 15, 41, 16, and 56. This purpose is this wall of obstacles from your twin flame with that 11, with that union, okay? It's showing that, you know, there's love there to be had for this union, soulmates, whoever to come in. This person that he has high regards for, but there's a high wall to climb too. You know, they wanted to build a wall from Mexico to the US, but you know, it never happened. You know what I mean? It was a great obstacle. It was a great laid plan, but it didn't happen. I mean, they have some kind of gate, some kind of thing there, and you see people go over it all the time. So at this time, at this obstacle, there is some things that needs to either be, you know, reevaluated to go over, or to, you know, are you going to keep repeating the cycle? Because you need, now is the time for action with the wall here. Now it's time for action. Talk less and move more. This is talking about the trust the universe in this energy. Okay, as well as repairing the veil. Now, usually repairing the veil is meaning we're gonna lift the veil, we're gonna see through the veil, but this time they want us to forgive, with forgiveness in this veil. Okay, this veil wants us to forgive and let go of it and release. And then be real with yourself in energy, okay? Intimacy. In this intimacy, there is time for it to be replenished. Because right now, this person is drained of intimacy. Meaning they've given their love away. Other people have siphoned their energy. And it even might be your energy that they've taken off to give to someone else or give to others, okay? In energy. Okay, spiritual maturity. The moon mating, new maiden, that is new beginnings should be coming under there, meaning where we won't be repeating old cycles. The masculine knows now, if this is an awakening masculine, this masculine knows now that those cycles do not no longer serve him. He wants to the dust that he was dust picking up when he was manifesting before. It was nothing but dust, but he's moving out of stagnation. So he was kicking up a lot of dust, but he wasn't getting nothing out of the dust. He wasn't getting no gifts. He wasn't getting no blessings. He wasn't getting what he wanted. He wasn't, you know, it wasn't serving him because this was blocking it. And it was blocking his inner peace. This is what happened. And his abundance. Okay? This is what was blocking it. The distorted feminine. The one that he went to, the karmic. The one we keep saying, oh, you know, she's got something good. She got her masculine. No, she didn't get anything good when it came to him. Because he wasn't awakened enough. She's not on the journey or on the path either herself. She's not on the path. She doesn't even, you know, understand the journey. So what she do? She'll get somebody else to do spell work. She'll get other people to do readings on the divine feminine to see what he sees in her. And then when the person tells them about you being, a divine person, divine, under divine spirit, and that any magic that she do against you will be backfired against her. Okay? Almost like, karma. Like they say, karmic relationships backfire. Okay? It backfires on you. You got a lot of power in this energy. Let's take a look at it. We have the sun and the moon connecting together at one straight line, or close to a straight line in connection. Okay, and it's celestial. Okay? We are created out of the same thing that the sun and the moon is created out of. We got Gang Sarah resisting things. We're resisting change and resisting transitionings and resisting knowledge and wisdom and growth. We're resisting it, as well as Nana Baluku with seasons, whatever season it come in. This might be your season to this season, and the next season, and the following season. It might be a continuous, season for you. But then there's some people that only come, and it only comes for a day or two, because they need to meditate, like they said when I came into the energy, when to do it. There's a time and there's a place for every single manifestation that you want to bring into. You have to meditate under the time. You want to cut your hair and you want it to continue to grow, you have to cut it under a certain moon, and you have to do that research. That's where research, and you can't just rely on another person's, oh, her hair grows to her waist fast. Okay, her hair might grow to her waist because of her rituals she does to her hair, the care and the love that she puts onto her hair. It just depends. You just can't grease your hair and say, oh, my hair is good, and then put it underneath a wig and think it's going to grow. Okay, nails the same way. You just can't think that you polish them and they're just going to grow like hers. But if you drill, or you let a person drill your nails down with an electric e-filer and take the top layers of your nails off, wearing things with chemicals such as formaldehyde and different chemicals that are in acrylics and polygels and gels, you can't expect your nails to grow like another person's nails would. Okay, so that's what they're talking about, under stagnation, why things are not growing in the speed or in the time that you want, because of your rituals, because of what you're putting into it. Yeah, you might take time, or you may not take time. If you listen to Oprah's Sunday Soulfulness, she always takes time in the morning when she gets up to, meditate on whatever she meditates on. Her day, her schedule, her, her to-do list, or whatever. People with focused minds do that. That's what they do. They wake up with an agenda. They jump out of bed. No, they maybe go exercise to get the body going for the day, or take that first few minutes not to scroll Instagram, which, I can't knock Instagram, because I did see today where young Dolph was shot and killed. Like, how tragic is that, you guys? How tragic is that? That's like, I really love, that's major. Like, I really love, don't play with me, play with your, what is it, play with your bitch, is what he said? Something like that. That I love major. I love young Dolph from Memphis, Tennessee. And I had been mentioning last week about Memphis, Tennessee. I don't know what I was talking. I thought it was a truck driver, but I didn't know it was young Dolph. I channeled Memphis last week. I think it was in my the lot lizard video, So I was in the area. I mean, spiritually, I was in the area. But wow, So let's keep pushing, you guys. That really set me in a way when I heard that he passed away. Real young, 36 years old, whole life ahead of him in the energy. Okay, so yeah, R.I.P. Young Dolph. All right, I'm gonna put some tarot on this now, and see what we get on this energy. Let's see what the energy is emerging. Something is merging out of this. Something definitely will merge out of this. I don't know what, but we're going to see. Under the galactic masculine in this energy, under the matrix in this energy. Let's talk about it here. Hierophant, but nothing popped out. Seven of Swords, sneaky. Yeah, he's still sneaking. I'm going to see if that stuff come back around. Then we got the Nine of Wands. Yeah. Clear. All right, Six of Pentacles. Okay, Six of Pentacles is that breadcrumbing. I'll give you a, here, little chickie, I'll give you a little bit. Here, little chickie, I'll give you a little bit. Right? I get breadcrumbing you. Here, I'll give you a little bit in this matrix he's in. All right, talk about the manifestation of these dust devils. This is a snappy love affair he's in right now. A snappy love affair with the Ten of Pentacles here. This is snappy though, because that's alligators there. So it's a snappy love. They're in love, but they're snappy though. It might be a little couple hours there. Somebody with a dog, but it's alligators. Okay, it's snappy. You know, it's territorial. It's you know. Death rolls here, okay? Under the maiden and a new beginning. Is he looking for another woman already? The maiden, the moon maiden. I gotta find me somebody else. He already looking for somebody else. He know that this sacred mature, he gotta grow before this ain't gonna stay. This is stagnant, moving out of stagnation with this snappy relationship he's in with this person, whoever this is, whoever it is. Okay. And this what this radio is here is talking about frequency. It hurts to me. Like you might be on frequency, I think it was 582 or 542. It's like a frequency here with this radio station here. AM, FM. I'm not sure. It's a frequency they're talking about on the Hierophant on the number 5. That's somebody's frequency. Under the empty well, this is the Chariot, moving off from intimacy, moving off. It's empty. He's too drained here. He's got to move off. A difference of opinion with the white cat and the black cat here is difference of opinions. One's pure, one's not. Okay, one's dark. Okay, talk about the wall of obstacles. He's trying to get back to his divine feminine, if you didn't notice. Because in my reading before this one, it talks about him being a drifter. So if we continue him being a drifter, these walls of obstacles is now trying to get him out of these things. 8 of Cups. He's like, I want to leave. I want to walk away from what don't serve me here, because this obstacle is too big for me to, you know, it's a challenge here. So, too many challenges here. Talk about be real. Who needs to be real here in this energy? That's the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands talks about how wounded they are, but that's a lioness there, and she's wounded, she's growling. You done made her angry, you done pissed her off, you done something in this energy. Being real, being unauthentic, that's not being your real self. That's your pride, your ego. That's you being you know, a master manipulator, a narcissist behavior with sex, supply, service, and sex. That's that, with that discard, and also with those shared fantasies. Because I have the, fantasy football here. So this is how he plays in this energy. He plays it like a football game. Tackle you, steal the ball, whatever the case may be. Go miles and run yards with you, and then what is it? The 80-yard run or something. You know what I mean? He just running yards on you, or putting miles on your body. One of the two, or different ones, because he's coming in as, you know, the camel, okay, with too many humps, and it might be even your camel toe that he looking at. Nasty self. Page of Swords. Very, very, very little communication. Very little communication when it comes to this masculine here. Under the repairing the veil. Under forgiveness. He ain't telling you he's sorry. He doesn't believe in closure and all that stuff. Talking about the trusting in the universe here. Five of Cups. Five of Cups is crying over what you lost. Divine Feminine, his love, his true love, the one he loves unconditionally, but he don't let other people know that he love her. He don't let people know he love her. And he might be a Pisces. He also might be an Aquarius. He also might be Aquarius. Talk more and talk less and move more. This is the King of Pentacles. He thinks he's abundant. He thinks he's like, God's gift to women when it comes to this masculine here. The moose, he got status. He might even have a business or some type of, barbershop. He might be the owner of the barbershop here. In this energy, he also might, but he was wearing red, so you know what I mean. It's very, very toxic. She's wearing red, and she's got red on, some type of red, pink type of energy. Y'all, I might have to stop because I hear these kids out here screaming and yelling. I might have to shut my door. It was pretty warm here today. It was in the 60s today, where it had been like just a little bit below 50 degrees. Yesterday and the day before, we had our first frost a couple of nights ago. So we've really been having cold weather. I'm hesitant to put my heat on, but that's the devil. What I tell y'all is very, 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 under these actions, this is the actions of the devil in this energy. And also the Seven of Swords. I told you, very sneaky energy. Very, very sneaky energy when I was channeling the energy coming in. So this masculine is still having some type of conflict in this energy of broken promises, not being able to be his authentic self, things you shouldn't say to break the silence in the conversation. And that's the reason why he hasn't contacted you, Divine Feminine. You have really leveled up, and you might not even be vibing in his same frequency at this present time. And that's why he figures that you've either moved on or you have a new lover. He doesn't hear from you, so he's kind of thinking like, he's missed his mark, but he's going to be patient in this time to see what can happen. Maybe he'll come back in a later date and things when he thinks things, or you've forgotten what has happened between you. Don't we can forgive, but we don't forget. You can forgive a person, but doesn't say you're gonna forget what they done. Okay, you ain't gonna forget. Especially with him with this distorted feminine in this energy. Like, this is the woman that he's pining after right now. This is the one he's playing games with, and this is one he uses against you, or uses you against her. So, oh, my feminine didn't used to do that. My feminine, he uses those kinds of energies to I guess to make her feel jealous type of energy. It works in his favor because she does what she what he wants her to do. Because he comparing you to her, or her to you, or whatever the case may be. Okay, weight of the world. So this person has the weight of the world, and he wants it to be effortless so he could float, right? But boundaries, letting go, is not yours to carry. So you want to be able to float down this stream of water, wherever you are. But when you're carrying the weight of the world, you might have back pain, you might have headaches, you might have all kind of physical ailment that says that you're just carrying way, way, way too much energy in you at that present time. You know what I mean? And right now, it's too much for him to carry right now. He's very empty, drained, can't see things clearly because he jumped into different things, promising you one thing and giving somebody else the other, romance. But listen, intimacy is only sex in this man's life right now, because he's time to replenish. He's drained here, and also he's moving off with the Chariot here. So whatever you thought this other person was getting over you, she's not. Okay, this person is definitely not getting something that you thought that she was getting. She's not getting in the healed and awakened masculine. Let's be truthful. Yeah, this is void here. This is really over. But they stay here in this dark space because this is a lunar eclipse. This is the dark between the light and the dark, where it comes between the two, and you get to see their shadow side. This is stopping and embracing winter, and this is a great cosmic womb. So This is the great cosmic when the moon and the sun come together and they have eclipse, right? That's the same thing. That's the voiding it, but that's something that they're voiding in their life as well. Forge, go. Don't forget. Don't follow. Meaning, don't be a follower. Be a leader. Be in. Don't follow what this masculine is telling you to do, or sitting and waiting for this masculine to show back up, or hoping that this masculine will call you. You know, keep them. You want to, hold on to them, think about them, and let it go. You got to, because you got to move forward. You got things that you need to get done in your energy. Okay, start bathing. This is a light body. This is a crystal grid. This is transmission and activation. We activating what our actions and what we want. This masculine can't activate his right now. This is the all earth's pulsating, the all earth's beating for you to get going in this energy. Okay, pulsating of the mother. That's the, that could be your empress. That could be your queen of pentacles. That could be your um page of pentacles. That could be any energy like that, and it's telling you to slow down and time and night and spend some time in nature. Okay, get outside and ground yourself. Even though it's fall, I mean, I know in some places it's really cold. I know in some places, like we're here, it was really nice today. Tomorrow it's going to be very nice. Tomorrow, 73 degrees tomorrow. So maybe you could get out and get some of that good sunshine. Sit out on your back porch. Sit somewhere where sun is. Somewhere where you could ground yourself. Take your shoes off. I know some people don't like taking their shoes off in winter, but they're telling you to ground yourself. If that don't do, go to a tree and hug it, or plant a new tree in your yard. That's grounding as well. Okay, planting and sowing and seeds of harvest. That's what we're doing. Thanksgiving, giving back to earth. They want us to clean up the earth. Don't use trash. Don't use plastic bags. They want us to not use straws and stuff like that. So I remember there was a big controversy about a person that didn't get a straw at a McDonald's, and the man grabbed the lady by her lapel, and she missed the beating of the man halfway to death. I don't know, but she got a lawsuit from that, because you shouldn't have to fight nobody at your job. But if you do, I say put a hurting on them, I guess. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. You ain't gonna let nobody just take you down. So let's talk about the masculine here with these spreading thin breadcrumbing under this matrix here. Also, Ten of Pentacles, moving out of stagnation, but it's a crocodile. It's a crocodile crap here. Crocodile crap or crap here. Crocodiles. These is crocodiles. They got crocodile tears. They got crocodile feelings. They're angry. And you go up to a crocodile and see if you can go and pet him and see if it's nice and be friendly to you. And then you come back and tell me how it was. Okay? This is healing, right? They gotta heal this stuff. They can't go to no other woman and talk about they want to be in a relationship with them until, that's right. They got postponed. They got postponed this. And look where 9 of Wands, where they wounded at. They gotta postpone going off to another woman, because I just jumped right out there. You know what I mean? And sorrow. They can't jump right out there and go to some woman's now and talk about they gonna be in a relationship with her, or even you, divine feminine. They can't come back the way they are right now. That's a postponement right now. They gotta postpone that so they can heal and get rid of this crocodile or crock of crap they got here, in this energy. Okay? Crocodiles do eat chicken. They love chicken. And this woman make him feel like a chicken. Okay? Weight of the world. What's the weight of the world? The weight of the world is burdens. Okay? Burdens. He carrying burdens of boundaries, of letting go, and it's not yours to carry. Talk about the Hierophant under this spiritual maturity, under anger, under emergent. What's emerging out of this energy here? Success could. If he heal himself, success could. He could have a successful relationship. He could go into something that might work for him. But he got to do the work. 5 of Cups. Stop crying over. He got to have more trust. He got to gain trust. He don't trust nothing. He don't trust himself. He don't trust nothing. Mainly himself, you know, to be in a relationship. That and jumping in. What's the jumping in here? Jumping in. This is the innocence. Jumping in and innocent in love. All right, what is this? This is his mind playing tricks on him of why he can't be intimate. Sex, he could go in there and do with you, right? But when it comes down to him being intimate and commitment and being available and being nurturing and being determined and being motivated and being intellectual, because those things goes under intimacy, not just sex. You got to be able to be intellectual, you got to be able to be motivated, you got to be able to be determined, you got to be able to have something to go with you know just intimacy. You can't just have just that. That's not going to carry the relationship. Under the King of Pentacles, maturity, he has to grow in his spiritual mind as well as his self, in age or wisdom or whatever the case may be. He has to develop himself in some way, shape, or form under these intimacies. What's voided here, and that's why he avoids it, because he's just not ready for it. He stops, he embraces it, because it's a time for dying things. When winter come, he embraces that. Winter is his season, okay, where things die off. That's his continual season, where things is always a death, where things is always dying. Okay, that's his internal, because he feels like an outsider with the outsider there. It's always an internal season of the season where things are always dying off. Winter, embracing it. That's where things are dying off. It's cold. You inside. You hibernate. That's his constant, place right now. But he wants to, in the cosmic, rebirth himself and be, be different. But right now, this is what it is. Outsider. He feels like an outsider because he was a drifter in my previous reading. He was a drifter, so he's still drifting from place to place to place in this fantasy football, in this fantasy land of shared fantasy, abort shared fantasy, and fantasy versus reality, or delusion versus reality. Okay. Talk about the life purpose under the Eight of Cups, things that he want to walk away from. Those obstacles. That's fighting. He's fighting hard to get out of this. So hard to get out of this. But when you got an alligator, it ain't like you going to just walk away and say, oh, I ain't going to be no alligator no more. You and a whole family with an alligator. The only thing that's not an alligator is the dog in you. That's the dog. That's the only thing that's not an alligator is the dog in you. And that's sexual. Ain't nothing but the dog in me. Okay? That's the only thing that's not an alligator. Y'all kids is alligators. Y'all is alligators. And the only one that ain't an alligator is the dog in you. This is tuning in. And they told you have to tune into the meditation and the vibration of the moon. This is an eclipse, star bathing under the body, the light body, the crystal grid, the transmission and the activation. This is the action they want you to show. But right now he can't tune in and he can't show the action because right now he's letting go. He gotta let this go because it's too hard, it's too heavy, it's too much of a burden for him to carry right now because he is a rebel. He rebels in this type of energy. And it might be also that YOLO lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, I do whatever. Like, this lifestyle I live. Like, YOLO. This is it. Alright, so let's see who his muse is. That's on this sorrow and postponing. Why you want to postpone some things right now? Because of the Ace of Voices. The Ace of Voices talked about he want to speak his truth. He want to be colorful about his feelings about some woman that he got to postpone. His higher self, he want to air his dirty laundry in his energy. He wants to air it with those clothes hanging on the line. He wants to be colorful. He wants to speak his truth. He wants to go to his 5D self and say what he is or what he ain't. Right now he's in his 3D self and he can't be that person right now. That's the muse of it. Why is he so sorrowful? Why he got so much sorrow here? This is the five of emotions, the five of cups, five crying over. And that's right where we are. The five of cups is right here under his trust. He can't trust right now. That's the blowfish, ain't it? Yep, that's the puffer fish. So he puffing and blowing and huffing and upset about, the trust in the universe. He said if he trusts, is it going to happen that way? Right now, it's crystal clear that things is definitely crumbling right now for him. Why he feeling so sad? Okay, it's crystal clear right now to me what it's saying. And this is the nine of inspirations. This is the nine of wands. That's that same nine of wands that was up here where he was feeling like, wounded, like a wounded warrior here, up here in this energy. Was that here? That's here where he was feeling wounded. Okay. So let's talk about it here. Under the being real. This is the inspiration of why he hasn't matured, because he's wounded. Over a lover, over a lioness, somebody that he couldn't tame. Being real, he couldn't, just to be real with you, he couldn't tame you. He couldn't stand up to whatever, standards or your, value that you had, or he could, so he had to go to something more convenient and more low vibing, because your standards was way more than he, and you don't have to reduce your standards to, match his. Okay, 5 might resonate with you. And to his maturity, because he's in a low vibe in maturity. If he was high vibing, he would have told you everything he needed to tell you over here, he said, because he couldn't be real with you. He can't, the masculine cannot be real with you. So he's manifesting, crying over what has been lost here, disappointment or postponement, to tell you. He wants to tell you, but it's been postponed right now. And the nine of inspirations talks about you really inspire this man, masculine. You really inspire him. You might have your things together, and he really feels like with this celebrating here, with this success. He celebrates your success here. You know what I mean? This is what makes him happy. He knows the type of person you are. He knows that you are free flying with this trust here. You trust. Like when they say fall and I'll catch you, he knows that you know that the universe will catch you when you falling. Even though you may not see them when they catch you, but you know you've been caught by the universe when you could fly free like that. Okay? But he's the puffer fish. So right now, trust the universe. He can't really see because he say he feel too wounded. And I told you, if you're very low in the 3D energy, and we was talking to the aliens, or talking with the aliens, and they said you had to be 4D or above to sometimes hear the energy. So if you too low in vibration, you can't hear, spirit talking sometimes because you too low vibing. That's the reason why you can't hear maturity. Let's talk about it there. That's the queen of voices. That's the queen of cups there. Queen of emotions. So somebody, woman, she cries the blues, tell them how, she hurt with these being ravens or some type of crows, she is definitely knows that there's other women besides her. Tuning in. He can't really tune in right now because it's the night of inspiration. He's inspired by passion right now. That's the reason why it's holding him, and he's drained. His mind is in scrambles here. His mind is all scrambled up with all kinds of different lusts and all kinds of different things. He probably even losing out on his business with this masculine because he's so, caught up in sexual fantasy right now. The chicken on his head, these are his birds. This chicken giving here, giving there. You see the chicken on his head, and we have the chicken up here under the divine masculine, under the divine matrix. And so you see the chicken up there on top of his head under these burdens. So he has to heal first before he could, really come in, divine feminine. And it's not for you to wait for him. If he catches up, then so be it. If he don't, then hey, that's his business. He had his opportunity. We ain't waiting. Six of voices. Okay, Six of voices is talking about Six of cups in reverse, though. Six of cups in reverse. Okay. Six of cups was putting you on the pedestal. He no longer can put you on that pedestal anymore right now. with the weight of the world on his shoulders. He can't put you on no pedestal and come back to you because he barely could take care of himself right now. He can't put you on no pedestal. He can't make you feel good. He can't make himself feel good. Nothing. Everything is like grim here. Yeah. It's like a reflection. Five of voices. Five of voices here. It's like five of swords. You know, it's like that player energy here. But you also are like reflecting as well. You also are reflecting on what has happened, what needs to happen, and why it's not happening. You know, that's another thing that's really keeping him held back, is because he is definitely not seeing it the way you see things. Okay, his vision is definitely not your vision right now in this energy. Okay, yeah, his energy is definitely not your what you see, how you see things. You might be on in the divine universe, you know, taking the journey as it comes. Okay, these are social moths. Okay, these are social moths here in this energy. I'm going to win, but that's that play. I'm playing my hand like I gotta play it. I'm gonna win at all costs. I am the one who deserves this. You know, that's that entitlement, self-entitlement of the masculine in this energy. It doesn't matter who gets in my way. You know, I gotta win at all costs. Okay, it's nothing will stop me. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. But he wants success, but who he's with success is? Who is his success right now? That distorted feminine. That's who his success is right now. That's where all his inner peace and all this stuff, this pumping his chest, this puffer fish, puffing his mouth up, his stomach up, and saying all this stuff. That's who's making him talk like that, okay? That's who's making him talk like that. Feeling of defeat, because that's what that is. He's feeling of defeat. This is learning from lessons of loss, fighting, winning at all costs, a time to expand, an olive branch, seeing what's really important, failures, and being hurt or bullied or bullying. So that's why when he jumped in there with this one, he thought he was winning. He thought she was better than you. He thought he had something going for the situation. But guess what? It was all broken promises, because she couldn't deliver on none of it. Why? Because spirit, if you don't hear spirit, you don't get the blessings like others do. You know, you don't see them, you don't hear them. I told you, it's not, it just, you know, people have things happen for them. You know, even that ones that don't believe, it happens for them. Okay? It happens for them. But at the same time, you got to be willing to voice what it is you want, how you want it. You know, I want to go to my success. I'm not, you know, you have to put the work in, you know, is what it means for you. When winning your success, this is winning your success. Winning your success was winning his divine feminine back. Okay. Recent of failures that it costs. How many broken stories? Forgive the pieces that you've lost. So you can't. He lost that piece, which is divine peace. My divine feminine peace. You know, you don't get no divine feminine peace and think that you're going to just throw her away, or she going to wait for you, or she got time for you to make decisions and, you know, spread yourself thin by being depleted by other lovers. That's definitely not going to fly with a divine feminine in no situation. I don't know, especially under divine. Now, unless she's unawakened and she's the distorted feminine, that'll fly then. But when she's the divine feminine, she is not going to hang around in third parties. She's not going to be waiting in the wings for a masculine to show back up. She's not going to be doing none of that. Okay, she's not. Just not. She doesn't spread herself thin like that. She just doesn't. No, any divine feminine you go to will tell you that. They don't wait around, and they don't be second best to nobody. She's number one or nothing at all. I mean, she's number one. I am number one, right? You number one. You ain't number two. And you ain't gonna play number two to nobody in the energy, okay? You ain't gonna play that to nobody. Right now, with him being sneaky, that's all he been doing. Is being sneaky, sneaking off with different people, hiding his head in the sand with ostriches, all different types of birds on his daggone on these swords here. Third parties. No. Outsider. Who's this outsider? He said that that's the Six of Materials. The Six of Materials is talking about Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles talks about him um just having options. Matt with the strings between them roses, just having options outside of relationships, just different options to go toward. With the Queen of Voices, she said he got plenty of options. That's why his mind is scattered. That's why he's the planet. That's why it's where he can't see differences with the white cat and the black cat. There is magic being done there, the intimacy, sexual magic being done, binding spells, love potions, whatever the case may be, to keep him binded to whatever lover or whatever karmic situation it is. But it's going to have his, yeah, that's why he needs strength there. That's why his strength is calling in on that. I just wanted to know what that was. Talk about it under the star bathing. That's the Two of Inspiration. Two of Wands. Huh? Two of Wands was that, wanting passion with two people, but or seeing the passion come. But in this situation, he ain't seeing much of nothing. Okay, he can't see nothing because these burdens is heavy. They ain't the burdens like these is heavy burdens, like places to live and about to be gone out of a place because we don't like to pay bills, but we like to get drunk and party every night type of stuff. Did you pay the light bill? Now we sitting in the dark. This is seeking new patterns. This is seeking new patterns for yourself. Moving past your comfort zone here. But he ain't moving past his comfort zone because he didn't activate nothing here. Okay? He didn't activate nothing here. This is he tuned in. He tuned in to it, but he didn't take it because why didn't he take it? Let's see. It says that under tarot, it said it was the devil. Why he didn't tune in? That's because the devil was toxic and the codependent, and he don't do nothing by the book. He do it by his own rules. So the action that he put in, the reason why those walls of obstacles, the wall of obstacles was there because he wasn't putting the work in. That's why. So whatever came under this energy, which was dreamy complacency here, and this was also the activation of potential, but he didn't activate the potential because of the burdens. The burdens came in and he felt wounded by those. He felt the need that he needed to replenish, time to replenish, because he was so drained from all of these options that he had to choose from here, because he was so immature and partying and success, but he was in a snapping relationship where everything was snappy and territorial and fighting, and he had this woman over here with his emotions here, things where he had to postpone things and sorrow and not being real with himself and or others. Okay, desired new experiences, travel and adventure, home and family, a heart full of ideas and a thirst for expression, manifesting. That's what he wanted to manifest. But the heart full of ideas and adventure, but the adventure turned out to be something that caused him burdens, meaning leaping off with different lovers when Divine Feminine walked away, or they walked away from each other, whatever the case may have been. That's when the reality hit, like, oh wow, this is not, I'm not in Kansas anymore. We're not in Kansas anymore. I didn't follow the yellow brick road with this karmic, and now things ain't looking like they was where I was before. Like I said, so he's drifting around, obstacles has come around, and karmic debt collection is here. Those cycles is over. The karmic is sitting here. They don't see reality. They don't see reality like, we do. The ones that are awakened and more advanced in the intermediate type of, of the journey. And I plan my getaway. Imagine the pursuit of the delightful, knowing the hardest thing to escape is my fear of my discomfort zone. So he don't want to disrupt what's comfortable to him, like what he know, what's convenient. I told you, when you was with you, divine feminine, it was too hard. This divine journey, and you was almost like too good to be true. I can't believe that I've lucked up and found something so rare as divine feminine. She got to be lying to me. The karmic's not lying to me, but the divine feminine is lying that she's my feminine. So what makes it easy is, while something as hard as to obtain as the divine feminine, well, I can have a rendition of her, like my karmic, like the distorted. It does. She said if she's a feminine, and I don't know what distorted might mean, but she's still a feminine. But she watching you. She watching your every move. She watching who you with and where you with them with, who you with. She ruins your inner peace. Okay, she ain't your beloved. Okay, she don't nurture you. She gives you the same treatment that you give others. That's the kind of treatment she gives you. The same treatment that the masculine was given to his feminine and others that came before her. Okay. Now this six of materials, where he was under here with this outsider and avoidance here, this is giving and receiving, the flow of abundance, and this is being charitable and accepting others, help from others. Now he only accepting help from her, whatever she got to offer. If it's her place, if it's her car, it's her money, if it's her food, if it's her time, if it's her energy, whatever it is, he's taking it. Okay. Her power, her balance, her sidestepping, and her misery, her miserably mindset. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, may it rain roses. Okay, for them. Okay, that's what they say, because it's thorny here. Excuse me, I don't want y'all to know that. Kind drops of generosity, prosperity to make this flow state lend prosperity. I give all that I can take. I give all that I can take. So he ain't giving much, but he taking all he can. Okay, he ain't giving much. And if you think this little drained out, sexy giving out to somebody, because it ain't no intimacy there, ain't no intellect, it ain't no determination, ain't no motivation, it ain't none of that there. It's only raining roses of what I could get. Help me in this energy. Help me. Okay, that's what they say, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm here for the firework part. I'm here for the passion. I don't even eat food. I just want passion. I'm a rebel. Okay? I'm a rebel. All right, y'all. Let's talk some more over here. Because now it's time to release. Y'all got to release this energy. They calling under this energy. They saying release this. Release this so that you can heal and grow. Your new beginning is here. Your attraction is coming in. Okay, 444, 44, 2, and 27. 9. A hope and a wish. Things are definitely looking up. You release, you surrender, and you let these, things move out of your energy. Move these things out under these super moons, okay? Under this super attraction. This is definitely attraction. You are the attraction, divine feminine. You are the number one attraction. This karmic is not the attraction. You are the main focus. With focus in the energy. I apologize with the traffic. My door is open, you guys. And you are the focus and the attraction right now, divine feminine. Their main goal is to get back to you, but at the same time, if they're not ready or you've moved forward, guess what? They have to pay catch up. And if you in a new position when they get there, they don't want me to tell y'all this message. Then guess what? At the same time, you got to move and do what you got to do. Okay? They did move the way they needed to do. You got to move and do what you got to do for you. Let me get a little bit more. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. If I asked you 21 questions, would you still love me? Ain't that 50 Cent song about attraction? Remember how he, remember how he dissed Vivica Fox and said all those nasty things about her? You know what I mean? Like, he talked about you behind your back, Divine Feminine, but right now, you being as though you still the main attraction of his life. Now, I can't say 50 Cent feel the same way about Vivica, but I can say that your masculine feels the same way, feels this way about you, because he wants forgiveness. You are the attraction in his life um, right now. This is the truth under the new beginning. This is the truth. He wants you to know that this is his truth. What I've told you right now, this is this masculine's truth under the new beginnings, under the new moon. Okay? This is the release. This is his career. He wants success with you. He gonna use you like a job. And I told you in one of the readings the other day, a lot of people use relationships as a job. I'm qualified for the job. I'm a man. I'm a provider. You gotta know the qualities in which you're looking for, if that person qualifies for the job or not. What's the focus? The focus is talents. You know, talents is not sex, okay? That's not a talent, okay? What I said before was talent. Intimacy comes with a lot of different things. Success, prosperity, wealth, okay? Not only that, but determination, motivation, intellectual conversations, to be able to talk to each other on a mature, with maturity here, level. You got to be able to be level headed with each other, not play mind games with this, scattered mind, and fighting with armor on, and snapping alligators, and breadcrumbing with a chicken pecking off the ground, keep you pecking. We ain't pecking, we ain't ducking our head for nothing. We divine feminines. We got our head held high. Hold yourself up. Get a friend and take her chin and tell her to hold her head up high. Hold your head up high. We ain't pecking for nothing on no ground. What? What is we doing? That's burden. That's why he feeling burdens, because we ain't looking at no pecking off nothing off no ground. Little penny, little shekels he trying to give us. We ain't never even looked around for that. If that's all we was looking for, we would still been there now, wouldn't we? Now talk about the forgiveness and the attraction. Why you such the attraction here in this energy? Because this is contentment, this is luxury, and because you are independent. You are independent. You independent, you make your own money. You don't nobody tell you how to spend it. Okay? They want you. Okay? They want you. This is making mistakes. This is the 5 of air. This is the truth. This is the new beginning. Mistakes, melodrama, and this is the reassessment. He has to do these things. If he played this checkerboard move by getting a distorted karmic or distorted feminine, he gonna have to make these moves that make them recount his steps and figure out what he did to make these moves. This is a chess. He playing a game, mind game, strategically doing it though. All right, this is intellectual, this is determined, and this is the motivated. This is what he has to do in order for his career, whatever it is, may it be in a committed relationship with you, if it's to be a family man, if it's to be a working class man, whatever the case may be, he has to be motivated to do those things. He has to be determined to get up every morning, not drink and party and sex and drugs and rock and roll all night and hang out with the devil and think that he can still have the same success. It won't be. It will not be. What is the talent here? What kind of talent we got here? Okay. This is his talent, y'all. This is his talent. These are the flowers. These are the options. This is raining roses. Remember, we was talking about that here under this energy. This is the help he wants from you. This is the romantic. This is the emotional. And this is the dramatic. This is the talent he got. This is what he focuses on. That's the talent he has. The talent of intimacy. The lack thereof. Because there is no intellectual. There is no determination. And there is no motivated situation here. He's not motivated to be committed. He's motivated to get what he can get and move on. Page of air. This is the truth. This is analytical, and this is outspoken. I've spoke a lot about this masculine right now, and he said I've spoke the truth. That's what he told me from the beginning. I've spoke the truth. This is illusions. When I told you you was either under delusions or illusions, this is delusions, dependency, and this is the materialism for whatever gain he could get out of it. If sex gonna get him a new outfit, he gonna go for it. This might be triggering for somebody in this energy because this is the truth. I know a lot of people like to hear, lies because they're more entertaining. But when the truth, that means that you have to reflect back on yourself to see where things have gone wrong. And the masculine does not want to do that because he's wearing armor here in this fight. Okay, he's wearing armor here. He's snapping at everybody. He's, at a time where winter is, where they told us the winter embrace, where things are dying. That's the same season he stays in, where things are constantly dying. They start and they die. They start and they die. That's the only cycle he goes in. Where things is not always bright and moving forward and regrowing and come back no, it's a cycle of always where it's cold and cutting off. This is success and recognition and self-esteem. Poor self-esteem for this masculine here. This is the wise counselor. This is belonging, learning, and traditions. This person might have not had a family, a father, dynamic where, he learned to, have, that father figure to show role models or mentor or coaching or any of that to show, what it's like to be in a real family oriented connected relationship. So it really might not come easy to him. This is the fight that he has to put in with the wise counselor. But it's going to be a change. He's going to learn. Might take him a long time. Might be taking till he's old and gray. But he'll get there eventually. You might not be there, Divine Feminine. But he might take him some time to get there. Okay. But if you are liking the open and wants the walk and think, so this was him walking and thinking about the things that he's done to you, in this karmic relationship, which is over, of broken promises. Okay, may you subscribe, like, share, hit that bell notification along with the thumbs up. Things that you shouldn't say to break the silence in a conversation. And this is what he didn't say. These are all of the things that he didn't say. He didn't say why he left. He didn't say why he couldn't come back. He didn't say. He did not say that. He didn't say anything. You just assumed. You found out that there was another lover. He probably never told you was with another lover. You know what I mean? He probably just moved off and you found out and was like, oh, you got another girlfriend now. But at the same time, that's not how he wanted it to be. You know what I mean? If he could be determined and intellectual and motivated to tell you the truth, he would have. Okay? But that was causing him too many burdens to tell you the truth. Okay? Okay? So the wise counselor tells us right now to belong. He wants a sense of belonging. Right now he belongs right now with the distorted feminine, and he's battling this snappy relationship together with her as well. This is a teaching and a learning and a lesson and a testimony for him right now. And those traditions that he thought he was going to have right now is not there because he didn't want to do the work. Okay. And I thank you guys for coming over and hanging out with me under this lunar eclipse energy. Okay. I hope you guys have a great night. If you have any questions for me, you can ask if you would like to, because I will take questions and answers now. Right. I will do your questions and answers now. If not, I will catch you guys later. Other videos will follow this message today. So, namaste. Now must go. Bye, guys.